mean, this changes things for Tottenham. We're talking about an era where you're almost stuck under the same cycle over and over again. You know his celebration?
Yes.
His celebration is him looking for a better midfielder than him. There is no better midfielder in the world than Pedri.
The GOATs of every country.
We here.
Hello, welcome everybody to another episode of the 6 Yard Box podcast. This is International Break Edition, where we are steaming ahead with a couple of creative ideas, trying our absolute best to bring you the best content in this dry spell for football. I am here joined for a two-man edition of the podcast with European champion Antoine. How are you doing, my friend?
Doing okay. I'm happy that the we here fully went through because I'm a little sick right now and I'm scared I was going to cough up a...
And that's the perseverance we need
Exactly.
for this podcast.
Yeah, and I'm here for this.
It's been a good weekend of sports, despite
Sports, yeah.
footy not being there like it usually is.
Exactly, right? I see a lot of talk
F1,
around...
football.
Yeah. I see a lot of talk around international break being underrated.
Underrated. You're lucky Blake's not here.
Yeah. I kind of agree with it. Like low-key, like when it's
Really?
the international break, it's a different aspect of football that I kind of enjoy.
I don't know if I enjoy. I won't lie.
Yeah?
Ah,
You're a club over country kind of guy.
no, it depends. It depends what's happening. If we're like qualifiers, I could like consume.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the friendlies, if it's like the overreacting to games, then I'm a bit like, okay, like what are we doing?
Like
here?
when Ronaldo scored that brace, you weren't excited?
We're going to get to that when we get to that. Also in this episode, ladies and gentlemen, the meat and potatoes is that we are picking the GOAT of all of the biggest footballing nations in the world. That includes the best European countries. That includes Argentina. That includes Brazil. That includes...
Uruguay, Canada, Mexico.
Yes, can't forget Uruguay.
Can't forget Uruguay.
The Titans of the 1930s.
Shout out Recoba.
Shout out Recoba, man. Shout out Recoba. Also Mexico, US, Canada, because bias in it.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that when we get to that. But first, we have some big orders of business to get to, Antoine. The biggest of them all, I would say.
See, like I want to almost, if I'm you, I'm almost claiming a piece of that
Yeah.
loan deal.
Yeah.
Because I think someone at Manchester United saw the Lyon clip that did decent numbers on TikTok,
Yep.
saw the sign in the back, and was reminded, oh shit, we got to sell this motherfucker.
Andre Onana is off to Trabzonspor in the Turkish Super League. There is no buy option. There is no buy guarantee. It is just Trabzonspor covering the wages, which I'm surprised they're covering the full wages. They're actually putting in a little bit more than that. No loan fee either, but just a straight loan for 1 year. He comes back
Full of
next
confidence.
July, and we're probably selling him. I'm not going to lie,
Okay.
but I wish all the best to Andre Onana. Jack up your price so that we could not take as much of a loss on you next summer.
It's a big year for him, actually. He has AFCON, too.
He does have Alcon as well.
Is he Cameroonian?
Yes.
Okay. Is Cameroon qualified?
For AFCON?
I know it's Ghana that didn't qualify, sorry.
I'm surprised you're tapped in with that. I won't
Yeah, a
lie.
little bit. I want to tap in this year.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
But shout out to Trabzonspor, taking them off our books. Now it is on to the Seine Lamens train.
So, if you look at a big picture, this United transfer window is almost, in terms of getting people off your books,
Yes.
I'd say it's very successful.
Yeah. I mean, like, if we had to rate it out of 10, I'd give it like a 5.5.
Oh, okay.
Because I'm happy that we're getting people off our books,
Right.
but we've only brought in 4 players,
Well, I mean, they're
4 meaningful players.
pretty big players, though.
I get it, but
How
like
much more do
it's
you wanna
not
bring
as
in?
much of like an overhaul with new faces as I wanted it to be, right?
You
We
wanted
made
more
a-
than this?
Like in terms of outgoings, I'm happy. They had to go. That was like a given. But I think if you told me in June that United would only sign 4 first team quality players, I mean, even that's arguable because I don't know if Lamens is going to start right away. But if you told me that United are only going to sign 4
Yeah, but look at their names,
solid
though.
players,
Like, for me, there's obviously still that midfielder signing that's lacking.
and that's the big
That's
one.
the big one, right? But all in all, I think 5.5 is a little bit harsh. I mean, you signed probably 2 of your of the probably the best signings that you could have made for what United is right now in Mateus Cunha and Brian Mbeumo. I mean, you've seen what they can offer so far. I'm very optimistic for their future in United.
Yeah.
And then Sesko, there's a little bit of interrogation marks surrounding him, but I don't see why he shouldn't succeed.
Yeah, but I think their chances of succeeding is so much lower without that midfielder.
Fair enough.
And that bothers me, man. That bothers me.
So if you sold Bruno, then you would have been 7, 8 out of 10.
It's Bruno's 31st birthday. I can't be
Happy birthday.
Can't be pushing that agenda. Not today. Not today. I love the man. But yes. There's another notable departure in the Premier League this week, and that was Daniel Levy leaving Tottenham after like 20 odd years or like nearly 20 years at the helm as executive chairman of the club. You know, basically the face of this period of mediocrity until the Europa League final.
Yeah. I mean, this changes things for Tottenham.
It does.
This is like, we're talking about an era where you're almost stuck under the same cycle over and over again.
Yeah.
Right? With the new managers almost every season. No manager lasting more than 2 seasons. Like,
yeah. I think it deserves a little bit credit of like, I think especially with the new stadium, I think it's understated of how much
of course
of a building block that will be for your future as like a revenue generator. But like on the field success,
like in the sporting aspect,
he has blood on his hands.
Sorry, he does.
You know,
Yeah.
like remember all those players he signed after selling Gareth Bale, and like the most like I think one of them was one of them Luka Modric. I don't remember, or maybe this is after, but that included like Adebayor, Roberto Soldado, like
It's ballers.
like these were. It was like almost like 8, 10 players, and almost all of them flopped. Like Roberto Soldado was a generational flop for Tottenham. Yeah, I remember those days, man. I think apparently I was reading up on this last fall. Spurs brought in a outside American advisor as like to kind of like guide them along the issue of why Tottenham was having on the field troubles.
Okay.
A bit weird to have like these like banking people to tell you that, but anyways, so I assume that this was not an overnight decision to have Daniel Levy.
Yeah, I think he's definitely been thinking about it for a long time.
Yeah.
One thing he did bring us though is good banter. Like this Tottenham banter era, it will never be forgotten. And wherever they go next, if they end up like actually winning things now without Daniel Levy, we will never forget this era.
No, we never will.
Yeah.
We absolutely never will. I do think Tottenham are turning a little bit of a corner with Thomas Frank.
For sure.
They'll have a new board in. I don't think they're going to sell the club, but those rumors are circulating. We're going to see how that goes. Yeah. All right. Another piece of news before we get into a little bit of a European roundup and then our GOAT of every single country is just breaking in the past couple of hours. The Premier League dropped their yearly shortlist of Premier League Hall of Famers. If you're not aware how this format works, basically every single year, about 12 to 15 names comes out as list of nominees for the Premier League Hall of Fame, and then some sort of like board or something votes on, I believe it's like 2 of them to actually end up in the Hall of Fame. So there's like 15 names here, I believe. 13 of them were on the list like last year as well.
That just means that if you're not nominated, if you're not inducted one year, you'll end up being in the Hall of Fame at some point.
So 8 plus 7, so 16 names here. 13 of them were on the list last year. I mean, like you say that, but it's like...
Is it a player vote? Is it a fan vote? What is it?
That's a good question. Keep you.
I think it's a fan vote because I remember when it was first introduced. I think it was around 2021 or 2022, one of the two. When it was first introduced, I remember going on the Premier League app to check my FPL, of course, and it told me to vote. I don't remember who I voted for, but I'm pretty sure it's a fan vote.
So,
which is kind of, I don't know if I like that.
What I'm seeing here is in 2024, 3 people made it. In 2023, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people made it. In 2022, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people that made it. And then in 2021, it was another 8. So they're kind of like decreasing the amount of people making it every single year, which is odd. But let's go through the list, Antoine, and you just tell me, rapid fire, if this player deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, shit.
And like this is like high bar, okay? The kind of names that they're alongside. Alan Shearer, Thierry Henry, Eric Cantona, Roy Keane, Frank Lampard, Bergkamp, Gerrard, Beckham, Rooney, Aguero, Drogba. List goes on and
Okay.
on and on and on. And
We got
on.
some players up here.
We got a high bar. Okay,
Okay,
so
yeah.
you just tell me straight up yes or no if they
Okay.
deserve to be in the
Sure.
Hall of Fame. First is Sol Campbell,
I'd say yes.
Michael Carrick,
Yeah.
Jermaine Defoe.
I don't know.
I say no.
Yeah.
TFC legend, but no.
Tell me what you think after I say my answer.
I bunch
I
of
don't know,
shit
like
for
you
Spurs.
compare the names. Like, of course, Defoe, like in his time, was a great Premier League player.
Yeah,
But
he was never world class, was he? No. Patrice Evra though.
yeah,
Yep. Cesc Fabregas.
also,
You could argue his prime wasn't spent in the Premier League.
yeah, he's such a good player though. He was
He
such a
is
good
such a good player. Les Ferdinand, before our time. Let's
uninformed.
Be
Yeah,
real. Yeah. Robbie Fowler,
again,
probably the same. Eden Hazard,
I think he deserves it. Yeah,
I believe he deserves it.
Yeah.
Gary Neville,
yeah, also,
Michael Owen.
yes. Is he? How is he not in? That's crazy.
I don't know, man. But these are probably the names that were like
Okay, so I
Okay,
think
time.
he'll from so far. I think he's the favorite.
Teddy Sheringham, for our time. And then these four, I mean, David Silva, Yaya Toure, Edwin van der Sar, and Nemanja Vidic.
Dude, we have some competition here.
How I don't know how
So
only
two players?
like 2 or 3 of these players.
Okay,
this year
Michael
are making
Owen?
it.
Oh, this is hard.
Vidic,
I think Vidic.
yeah, Vidic,
I think Michael Owen.
Michael
and Vidic.
Owen. Dude, I don't know, man.
It's 2 or 3.
I think it's 2.
Yeah,
And-
I think that's what
Yeah,
I'll go
when the
for.
2 winners will be announced, dude. Like this is tough.
Michael Owen and Vidic, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No Hazard, no Gary Neville.
Yeah, but that's for another year. It's like again, like you could include all these players.
Yeah, but then
now.
like next year, you don't know. Like maybe like De Bruyne will be up for it. You know, maybe
I see.
you know, like there are people leaving the Premier League who are legends either way.
right.
Like who else even is there that like hasn't even been nominated yet?
True.
Harry Kane, dude.
Do you think there's players currently playing in the? Actually, well, the answer is yes. But like an Erling Haaland, if he retires tomorrow from the Premier League,
Probably be a couple years before they nominate him.
but
But
you think he'll end up being nominated at some point if he retires tomorrow?
if he retires tomorrow, ooh. No, I don't think
No?
so.
Yeah,
I think
I
he
don't
needs to
think so.
do another
I think so
year or
too.
2 of it. Okay, let's move on to international break rundown, Antoine. And I want to start, if you don't mind, with your country.
Let's do it.
How are you feeling about France just in general at the moment?
I'm feeling relatively good. It's if you know me and France, every international break it always changes. One international break I'm here, the other I'm down here, then I'm in the middle. I'm very volatile with how I feel with this French national team. But from what I saw against Ukraine, which is probably the best team in our group between them, Iceland, and Azerbaijan, I really like what I saw. Ukraine isn't a great team, but I'd say they're like a table 2 team.
Yep.
Right? The first half was very, very good. We came off the front foot. Like, we played so good in the first half. And then the second half was a little worse. We let Ukraine kind of play on the ball for the first 15 minutes of the second half. And then before that goal, that Mbappe goal in the 80th minute, where he absolutely kills Zabarny, by the way. I don't know if you've seen the goal, but it's a one-on-one with Zabarny. And he just kills him and then falls. It's almost a trademark shot for Mbappe now. The fall when he shoots.
Oh, yeah.
You've
yeah,
definitely
yeah.
seen it before. He's
Of
so
course.
good at that.
Yeah.
Like off balance shots. He's
Mhm.
really good at that. So he did that. So all in all, I thought the performance was really good, especially in the first half. This starting 11 that Didier Deschamps put out, I really liked, and I think it can seriously be the starting 11 for the World Cup. That double pivot with the Chouameni and Manu Kone, man. Oh my goodness, it is dangerous. It is very good.
Because like, the alternative there is like an Adrian Rabiot or
Yeah, like I'm past the Rabiot shit. I'm sorry.
Of course, dude. You're past the Rabiot shit like a couple years
Yeah.
ago. Maybe Kefan Turam would be an alternative
Yeah,
there.
but like I think the way they complement each other is it's so beneficial for the French national team.
Yeah.
Manu Kone, man, like I've said my praises for this player before for the French national team when he first started bursting onto the scene. He's the kind of guy that's having the career for France that I thought Camavinga would have.
Mm.
He's on the trajectory that I thought Camavinga would be on with the French national team. Like this is a guy that in less than a year has almost cemented his spot in the first team for France.
Mm.
Every time he's on the ball, it's positive play, and he does it for Roma too, which goes under the radar for me in the grand scheme of football talk, in my opinion, because I don't see a lot of people talking about Manu Kone like that.
Mm.
But every time he's on the ball, it's positive. He always looks to find a pass. He even defensively, he's very strong, strong on his feet, strong in the challenges. I really see almost no flaws in his game. Sometimes he can, have a brain fart here and there and forget, where he's positioned or kind of like get complacent in the game at certain moments of the game. But I think with time, that'll get fixed up.
It's actually crazy to me how France has had on paper the best team in the world for nearly the past decade. That's insane to
And
me. The amount of depth you guys have. Like you guys, like I was pissed off that Lenny Yoro is in your under 21 squad. Just the fact that he's in your under 21s is fucking crazy
Yeah.
and speaks to the level of depth you have in every single position,
Yeah.
especially as you move further up the field. I mean, like a front four of Mbappe, Barcola, Elise, Doué is unfair,
unbelievable.
bro. Unfair.
And then you have Ekitike, who would probably come off the bench
You
by
have
the World
Ekitike
Cup.
come off the bench. Oh my god. Magnus Akliouche as well. Ousmane Dembele, who didn't even freaking start in this game, and he's probably going to win the Ballon d'Or.
He will.
It's just unfair, bro.
Yeah.
It's just unfair. Marcus Thuram as well, one of the best strikers in Europe last year.
And like the defensive sector too is like we remember at the Euro 2024, the biggest praise for the French national team was their defense. Like we were talking about how they weren't playing very good football, but defensively they were so sound.
Yeah.
And now we're almost ignoring this defense because look at the firepower that there is up the
insane,
pitch.
bro. It's just
It's insane.
This is a little bit of a tangent. You have to forgive me. I was listening to Michael Owen. Rare, amazing take from Michael Owen. But
I think I saw that video too.
he was talking about why England do so well in international youth competitions and why they can't translate that success to senior team success. And we think of like, Liga, the Bundesliga, probably unfairly at some points as farmers leagues. But what that means is that all of these young players coming through,
They all play together.
they all play together and they all have a chance for senior team football. Like take like a Harvey Elliott versus like a Magnus Akliouche, for example.
Okay.
One is, getting, 25, 30 appearances every year coming off the bench for Liverpool. Great team, great environment. Don't get me wrong. But Akliouche is starting week in, week out.
He's the main.
Has responsibility and is therefore developing at such a better level to where maybe in a couple of years, Liverpool are going to buy him. And like you look at the top teams in the Premier League and there's so much talent from top to bottom that there's almost no room to implement these up and coming gems for England. And France in Ligue 1, when there's an up and coming player for Toulouse, respectfully, there's a lot more room on that team for him. And what that means for you and your national team is that these guys at 21 have the experience of like an English 25 or 26-year-old.
Yeah. No, it's actually crazy. It makes so much sense when you put it like that. Like these young French players coming up in Ligue 1 have a lot of experience when they're called up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Magnus Akliouche is probably the prime example of that right now. He's now the main focal point or the main asset in this Monaco attack. And he's had an incredible 2024, very good 2023. And now he officially gets his call up for the French national team. Like the trajectory it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
So yeah.
Talk to me about Elise.
Dude, Michael Elise can have a sneaky Ballon d'Or campaign in him. I think Michael Elise's season, it'll be very good from how he started. Like you look at what he's doing for Bayern right now, probably the most creative player in that team without Jamal Musiala right now. He's taking his responsibilities in that Bayern team, and now he's taking his responsibilities in this French national team, where it took him a while to adapt. Let's not forget, because when he was first called up to the French national team, he wasn't having the best games, right? It took him a minute to adapt. He doesn't speak French very fluently.
Yep.
But now the way that he's adapted his game for this French national team playing in that 10 role, I think if you combine his season, his good season that he's going to have for Bayern, and then the World Cup season that's coming up, the World Cup year, you combine both those. If he plays great throughout these both these tournaments, plus the Champions League,
Mm-hmm.
don't be surprised if Michael Olise finishes top 3 of the Ballon d'Or next season.
I mean, this guy played for Reading.
Yeah,
This guy, like, he's basically, I mean, like, obviously, your heritage is your heritage.
of course.
But, like, he's not, like, an out-and-out, like, Frenchman.
Yeah.
I think he's from
I
South
think it's
London.
his mom that's French.
Is he? I think he's a South London
He's
boy.
from South London, yeah.
Yeah, it's just...
You see the interview? He's like, talk me through the goal. I took the ball and I shot and I scored in it.
That's a great fucking accent for me. I mean, this guy's playing in a front four with Mbappe, Barcola, and Doué, and he is leading.
Yeah,
And he's leading that attack.
I almost want to say he's almost the perfect replacement for Antoine Griezmann. And that is such a compliment to him.
Mm-hmm.
He has matured so much. His football has matured so much that now we can seriously start having these conversations of world beater. Is he really a world beater? And I think he is. I think when the season ends, he'll be looked at as one of the very best players in the world if he isn't already.
Absolutely, I agree.
And then Mbappe on top of that. I said before that I was going to be very critical of Mbappe this season. And that's because I think he knows what's at stake for him this season. I think this is a legacy-defining season for Kylian Mbappe. And
Absolutely.
he knows what's at stake, and he'll want to carry this form that he's on right now. I think he sees the World Cup coming. He can become, I think, undoubtedly the best World Cup player of all time.
Oof.
Genuinely.
Jesus.
I mean, is that really a debate? If you win the World Cup with France this year, I think there's almost no debate that he's the best World Cup player of all time. And then on the back of that, you can win your first Ballon d'Or in a window that is rapidly closing, in my opinion.
Yeah.
He knows what's at stake this season, and he'll deliver.
I hope he does, dude.
Yeah, because the way that he started the season, I mean, I was very critical of him with the defensive contributions and the off the ball work. You know that conversation. It's a whole different field, right?
Of course.
But if he can continue this attacking impact that he's had so far, it's also a Ballon d'Or year for him.
Talk to me about I've heard that PSG is upset with the French Federation because Doué and Mbele is injured. Talk to me about that.
I mean, Deschamps has blood on his hands. That's what it is.
Oh.
Deschamps has blood on his hands.
Oh,
First of all, apparently, like, everybody in PSG is injured right now from this international break. Even our fucking coach, dude. Did you see Luis Enrique fell off a bike?
Oh yeah,
And
I
he
did
has
see that.
Oh, sorry. The listeners got
That's okay.
an earful there.
Go on.
He fell off his bike and he has to get a surgery on his clavicle. Is that a thing?
Jesus, like his collarbone.
Collarbone. That's what.
Yeah,
it is
yeah,
in English. Yeah.
Holy,
It's
shit.
crazy. But Deschamps has blood on his hands. For those of you that don't know, Dembele against Toulouse comes off injured, holding his hamstring, and is questionable to join the French national team for their international games, for their World Cup qualifiers, right? It's deemed that he is fit to train and maybe play with the team a week after, so a couple days before the game against Ukraine. And so he starts on the bench against Ukraine, which is fine, right? Which is perfect. I don't know. Sorry, guys. The voice is killing me right now, but I'm powering through.
Go ahead.
I don't know what Deschamps. I don't know what goes through Deschamps' mind when taking Doué off and putting Dembele on instead, who is freshly injured, has a game against Barcelona, an important game against Barcelona in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Has a pivotal season again for him after like a Ballon d'Or defending season almost.
Yep.
If he doesn't win it, how can he react? If he does win it, how can he defend his season, his Ballon d'Or winning campaign? So it's a pivotal season for Dembele, and you sub him on in the 46th minute after you know he's been injured, he's not fit to play, and you have a guy like Marnes Akliouche on the bench who can start who can get his international debut in a game that is not killed but managed in the first half. I don't understand why why you come to that conclusion. I don't get it.
Mm.
It doesn't make sense to me.
You still Deschamps out?
I've been. I don't want to say I'm Deschamps out. I don't think I've been Deschamps out. I've been very. Have I?
You've
Have
been
I said
you've
Deschamps out?
been you've been
Maybe.
Deschamps out.
Maybe I've been Deschamps out. But it's more like I've never really been absorbed by the style of play that France have. It's never really moved me
Okay.
under Deschamps ever. Even when we won the World Cup, it never has moved me.
Yeah, he's not the most positive manager, is
Exactly right. It's more defensive with him, but his management on that aspect of the game where you risk Dembele, you risk those injured players. I don't like that a lot.
he? I get it. Okay. Anything else on France?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm going to move on to England for a little bit. Do you want to take 5?
I'm good.
Okay. This dude, round of applause. Right
I'm
here.
not good, but I'm good.
This guy is this is commitment, bro. This is
course.
commitment. Okay, let's move on to England where they beat Andorra 2-0. Not that this is the most like earth-shattering thing. Andorra is ranked number 174th in the world, but Tuchel's men are starting to take shape before the World Cup. I mean, like we think of these games as like friendlies, this game could have been an email type of matches here. But when you really think about it, like every team only has 5 or 6 games until the World Cup.
Yeah,
Like the countdown is on, right?
it's coming very rapidly.
So whether they're playing against France or whether they're playing against Andorra, the lineup and what Tuchel is trying to do matters, and there is stuff to dissect. And I really like what he's doing with the midfield pivot. And I think that's a problem he's starting to solve that Southgate couldn't really get right.
Yeah, that's a very
In
good
the
point.
Euros, the big problem was like, okay, he had Declan Rice kind of sitting, and then he had Trent there in the midfield for a little bit. He went to Conor Gallagher for a little bit, and then he ended up settling on Kobbie Mainoo. There were some bright sparks, but none of those worked long term, and it was clear that his initial idea was just a failure, and that was one of the reasons why England ultimately failed. Right now, they have Elliot Anderson as more of like a midfield.
And what a player!
What a player,
What
man!
a player, man!
What a player!
This-
I believe. What is he? 22 years old, balling out for Forest
Yeah,
already
his-
this
his
year.
start
I
of
know
the
it's
season
early.
is insane.
Mhm.
It's insane to get that England call up from what you did at Nottingham Forest in the first 3 games of the season is great, and then to start and obviously everyone bosses the midfield against Andorra, but to for some get man of the match in that game
Mhm.
is very impressive.
I was really shocked when Newcastle sold him a couple years
Yeah.
back. Really shocked
think they
because
had
this
to.
guy was on the radar. For
I think
a
they
little bit
had
as well.
to. I think that's what it was.
PSR.
Yeah.
Awkward. Okay, but as like a lone 6 or kind of like the deeper midfielder of a pivot, it allows Rice to push up further forward, kind of like the role that he wants to do for Arsenal this year, and it gives Eze or whoever's at the 10 more freedom to create. And I'm liking the look of this team a lot more.
I've actually seen I think it was Rory, the Chelsea fan.
Yep.
He was actually criticizing this English team.
Really?
Yeah. He was saying that the football wasn't very enthralling. It wasn't very appealing.
Yeah. I mean, like I don't think you're gonna get that from England.
But that's what wins tournaments.
Yeah.
It's just those 1-0,
And that was the
2-0
whole
wins.
argument for Southgate in the first place,
Yeah,
right?
I guess it was. But then another example is France with Deschamps. I mean, we were just talking about how their football has never been really appealing, but France win tournaments. France get to the latter stages of tournaments.
And again, like what I like going back to like how little time you have to prepare for a World Cup, like you underestimate how difficult it is to implement a system that players that don't play with each other can actually learn quickly. That's why so many national teams play a conservative system because that makes so much more sense.
Yeah.
Right? If you just told the lads, go out there and express yourselves, then like these guys that don't have the chemistry to play together most of the time are not, that's not going to go well unless you're Spain. Like,
We're going to get onto Spain.
yeah, we're going to get onto Spain in a couple minutes here. But yeah, again, England against Andorra, not like the craziest thing. They play Serbia tomorrow at 2:45. I think that's going to be a much better barometer for what to expect from this England side. Ultimately, they're certainly not my favorites going into the World Cup, but I'm pretty high on them.
Yeah, of course. I mean, you're always high on England to reach the latter stages of the tournament,
For sure.
right?
For
I think
sure.
Madueke had a great game. I've seen a lot of praise of his game against Andorra. He has a very interesting season ahead of him, right?
Yeah.
With Arsenal, kind of being that backup signing to Saka, but then also wants to prove himself to be that starter.
Yeah.
And then, can he also make the World Cup team for England?
Well, just like the case is for Arsenal, when Saka's back, he probably won't have that starting spot.
Exactly.
Rashford on the left caught some heat.
I heard.
There's some, I don't, is he like worthy of starting for England? I still think
Is he
so.
just washed, perhaps?
Who else would they have as like an option on the left? Grealish is balling out right now.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know if you're making that
Give it
argument.
time. Give it time.
Anthony Gordon, maybe. Morgan Rogers is more of a 10. Jared Bowen is more of a right winger or a striker. Ollie Watkins is a striker. There's no one from this England selection that's jumping out at me. But maybe Phil Foden, you can certainly make an argument for, though he's
Did
never
he make
done
the team?
lick. No, Foden did not make the team. He's never done lick in an England shirt, so
Wow.
I don't blame it.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. They also have a wealth of talent as well, which
Yeah.
Dan Burns started in this game. That's crazy, man.
I seen that.
Okay, let's move on to Spain, I suppose.
Sure. You want to hit Germany losing to Slovakia real quick, or
Oh, we could. They lost to Slovakia.
lost to Slovakia 2-0,
Oh, yes.
and they were backs
Now I
against the
remember.
wall against Northern Ireland. They needed a win
Yes.
to
Not looking
almost
good for them
salvage
right now.
their qualifier, and then they got the win. Did you see Florian Wirtz's free kick?
Yes.
Insane.
Insane. If Blake was here, he'd be like, can't do that for Liverpool. Yeah, Nagelsmann, I'm worried.
You are? Really?
Not like, alarm bells ringing, like
Mhm.
he's going to get the sack. But if you're Germany watching this, then
I'd like to hear German fans' point of view on this German national team right now, on the status and the state of this German national team right
lost 3 games in a row against Portugal, France, and Slovakia.
now.
Backs up against the wall, like you said, against Northern Ireland, who are, by the way, ranked 71st in the entire world.
Nice.
Like, you should be handling them.
I agree.
And it was a closer game than the scoreline would suggest, right?
Mhm.
I think there's a lot to figure out about this Germany team. Also, didn't they sack? Was it before the last World Cup or right before 2018, where they sacked their manager like right before the tournament? Was it before?
I think it was before the Euros.
Right before the Euros.
Something like that. It was
Right.
Flick.
They fired Flick and brought in Nagelsmann really last minute.
But it's been a while now, so like, is there really an excuse now?
Yeah. I mean, like, I think like the German team in general is so odd. It's like
Like the players, you mean?
yeah, it's like a transition period for
It
them,
is,
right? Like
yeah.
their best, like what's their center back trio right now?
Like-
Jonathan Tah, Anton, Schlotterbeck, maybe
Yeah.
Rudiger, but Schlotterbeck and Rudiger have had injury issues. So
I guess Jonathan
beyond
Tah's
that,
probably their best center back then.
who?
Jonathan Tah.
Jonathan Tah. Yeah, I mean, like beyond that, you're going to Robin Koch, who I mean, I can't claim to know
Robin
much
Koch?
about. Yeah.
Leeds legend.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Playing for Frankfurt now.
Okay.
And then you have David Raum. He's a left back.
He's left back, yeah.
He's a left back. Yeah, you don't have anybody else. You don't have anybody else. Mittelstadt on the left, Kimmich on the right. Pavlovic is coming through as well, obviously.
That's a baller.
Goretzka. And then your front three is currently Sane is there, Wirtz is there, which is obviously good.
Voltemade
And then
there?
maybe Voltemade.
Yeah.
Adeyemi coming off the bench.
It is a weird
Mecha,
transition,
Gnabry,
almost transitional period for
Füllkrug.
Germany, you're right.
It
yeah.
is very odd.
Yeah.
So like it's not beyond the realm of possibility, but
Mhm.
Nagelsmann hasn't injected me with confidence.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, they lost to Portugal. Let's not forget for the
And
first time in
France.
like 20 years.
And France.
And France.
But not for the first time. We handle them quite periodically.
That's why I brought out the Portugal result. Yes. Shall we go to Spain now?
Sure.
Okay. Spain are scary, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
Spain are
This
scary.
Spanish national team is terrifying.
Yeah.
It is terrifying. If there's anybody that's telling you that Spain aren't the favorites coming into this World Cup, they're lying through the skin of their teeth.
I was gonna ask you.
They are Spain is by far and away the favorites to win this World Cup. I'm sorry. From the
They have to
football
be.
that they're playing to the depth in their squad, I don't see a close second right now.
This is a better team than the team that won the Euros right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's insane. I mean, what makes this team so good is that they're not only backed up in almost every position and they have talent flowing from every aspect of the pitch, every part of the pitch, but their footballing identity, like the Spanish way of playing football, is probably the most advanced way of playing football in all of the world.
Yep.
And this group of players have absolutely mastered it.
It's not even like the classic tiki-taka football of Spain when they won the three-peat or won the Euros and the World Cup, then the Euros again. It's a much more direct style of football.
Yeah. But they can also play that tiki-taka style of football.
They could,
which
absolutely
is crazy.
they could.
Like, and on top of that, they also have that threat in transition with Lamine Yamal, Nico Williams. We saw it a little bit against Turkey. Like, they were controlling most of the game, but when Turkey had a few opportunities here and there, their threat in transition is insane. It's like they're elite at every part of the game.
Bro, their best out-and-out striker is Alvaro Morata or Ferran Torres, if you want to make that argument. Rodri didn't even start this game. Like, it's just...
Against Turkey?
Against Turkey,
Yeah,
he didn't even start.
he didn't start.
Well, yeah, you got Zubamendi instead. So it's
it's insane. Oyarzabal at striker has done
Mikel
wonders.
Merino
for
scoring a
them.
hat trick just because.
Mikel Merino casually scoring a hat trick.
Cucurella on the left, Pedro
Yeah.
Porro on the right.
It's disgusting.
Lenormand and Dean Huijsen now they have
Dean
at center back.
Huijsen. Dean Huijsen can become a top 5 center back very soon in my opinion.
Yes,
Like,
very soon, dude.
It's insane. And then they have Kubarsi next to him. That they
Oh
can
my
play.
god, I forgot
Like,
about Kubarsi.
If you're any other national team right now and you look at this Spain team, you almost don't even want to compete.
I remember coming into the Euros, I was like the highs of Spain, like the bright sparks they have in the team, like Pedri, like Yamal, like Gavi at the time, especially, like super, super high. But they had so many question marks at center back, at striker, how it was all going to fit. Luis de la Fuente was a question mark. Now, all of those questions have been answered and more.
And more.
And now they're scary.
Like-
And now they look like, as we're just coming off of the dominance of Spain when we were kids, we're going to have another era of that, and it is terrifying.
Honestly, I'm not complaining though, because
I am.
I'm not gonna lie. This national team is the national team that over these last few years I've enjoyed watching the most. Like, if I take my French bias aside and I remain completely neutral, you give me one team that I want to watch, I'm picking Spain every day of the week.
Who beat them in Nations League, though?
Yeah, but who was in control in most part of the game?
They weren't in control.
Not in control, but if
you cannot make the argument that you
in the second half
to win that game.
no, I don't think they deserve to win that game. No, that's not what I'm saying.
They did not.
But in the second half, they had more opportunities than you guys. Controlled more of the game.
You're remembering a different game than I am.
Maybe I am, but it's like good luck getting the ball off of these guys.
Yep.
I don't see any national team that can beat these guys in getting the ball out. Like there's
Totally
a
agree.
term for it. I
Totally
forget,
agree.
but it's insane. Like Huijsen Kubarsi is going to trauma. Like, I just thought of it right now.
Just unfair.
It's gonna traumatize
It's just
so many
unfair,
people.
bro.
So many people. If this Spanish national team was in the Champions League as a club, and you
Ooh.
duplicated the players that played for their clubs,
Let's play
where would
pretend.
they finish?
I don't think I don't think they're having the same success, to be honest.
You don't think so?
I think clubs are much better more
You know what's crazy?
on average than countries.
You know what's crazy?
Because of the chemistry and the systems and etc.
I think they win the entire thing.
You think Spain? Do you
I
think
think
Spain
Spain
as
as
a
a club-
club in the Champions League win the Champions
I
League?
think Spain as a club in the
I
Champions
think
League
that's crazy.
win the entire
That's
tournament.
crazy.
I think they win the entire
That is
tournament.
crazy. That's crazy.
I don't think you understand how good this team
that's
is.
crazy.
How is
I
it
think
crazy?
if you duplicated this team, if you duplicated these players and they came up against Barcelona, Barcelona wins.
You think so?
I think Real Madrid will. Maybe not Real Madrid.
I think if you duplicate these players, they play against Barcelona 2 legs. I think Spain comes out with the win.
If they play Liverpool, you think so too?
Yes.
Arsenal?
Yeah.
But these are
You don't understand how good this team is.
I do fully understand
I
how
don't think-
good
I
this
don't-
team
I don't
is,
think you
dude.
grasp it.
I fully understand how good this team is. They just came against the Turkey team. He made the quarterfinals of the Euros in themselves. They're a really good team with some very bright sparks. everybody was giving them a shot in this game, and they absolutely walloped them. I fully understand. But I think on average, the average club,
In today's game, yes, that's completely what you're saying.
because of the management,
Yes,
of the
absolutely.
tactics, of the team chemistry and cohesion, just because you're of the same nationality, it's not FIFA with everybody on yellow
I know.
lines automatically.
I know.
Like
But
you could have somebody playing out in the Bundesliga, somebody playing out in Serie A, and they're the same nationality, but they're used to two completely different brands of football.
Julian,
But-
this team has mastered everything, every aspect of the game. Doesn't matter. Every tactical aspect of everything. They're threatening in possession, out of possession, in transition. I don't think there's a flaw in the Spanish national team.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like there's a flaw because of the competition they're playing. But I think just like, if you stuck Barcelona down in the championship, they would look unbeatable.
No shit.
But once you raise the level of competition, some chinks show in the armor.
Oh,
Is that the word?
I don't know if that's the word, but I see what you mean. It's a very interesting debate for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's such a compliment to them that they would win the entire tournament, because as you said, in today's game, it's almost as if club football is much more advanced than international football.
Can confirm that was a word.
That was a word. Okay, good.
Thank
We're
God.
good. We're not getting canceled today.
All right.
But no, I think this Spanish team is suited perfectly to win the Champions League as a club.
You think Oyarzabal is strikers winning the Champions League?
I think you don't understand the impact that Oyarzabal has on this team as striker.
Oh, I do. He just got a hat trick of assists.
Yeah.
I see it.
Yeah.
He just scored the winner in the Euros. But like,
He's probably their most underrated player, I'd say.
oh no, I think most people appreciate the impact of Oyarzabal on this team. But man, I don't know. I think the difference between clubs and countries is almost unseen because obviously they can't and won't play against each other. But the level of the Champions League is more than you'll see in the Euros just because of the team cohesion and tactic levels, bro.
I think you have some sort of club football attachment that you need to let go.
Like these are well-oiled machines. Like I don't know if this.
If you were
team-
telling me Spain isn't a well-oiled machine,
okay,
like,
do they beat PSG?
yeah, I think they beat PSG.
Do they beat treble-winning Man City?
Oh, we're going back. I don't know.
Oh come on, the hesitation, even bro. Come on.
Yeah, no, I think they do. If they beat PSG, then they beat Man City.
Okay, this is hurting me now, bro. This is hurting me now. This was supposed to be a quick roundup, but that's crazy, bro. That's fucking insane.
I don't think it's even that crazy of a take. Like I've had worse takes. I've had crazier takes.
Yeah, crazier takes. That one was just like shot for that one from the hip. I wasn't ready for that one. Oh man.
Hey, I was just asking a question.
Damn, that's a crazy question. Okay, let's go quick on Italy and on Portugal, and then on South America, and then on North America. Oh my God, we have so
Oh,
much to
dude,
talk
let's
about.
skip some of these.
Let's go. Let's go Italy first. They had a really good start. They're having a good start. in
One more
too,
thing. I'm
so
sorry.
Go on.
I'm sorry.
please.
Pedri.
Oh, of course, of course.
Like you can't just skim past Pedri. I'm sorry. Like, you know his celebration?
Yes.
His celebration is him looking for a better midfielder than him. There is no better midfielder in the world than Pedri, and anyone telling you that there is, I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
There's no better midfielder in the world.
Because
There's no better
because
midfielder in the world,
if I
bro.
recall correctly, 2 weeks ago you sat in this chair and told me that Arda Güler should be compared
No,
to
no,
Pedri.
no,
Don't do this to me right now.
I'll play
Julian.
the clip. I'll play the clip right now. I'll play the goddamn clip
you
right now. You're
told
trying
me-
to tell me what I said.
You told
You're
me.
trying to tell me what I
You
said.
told me that we can have this conversation.
No, I'm saying that in the years to come, it will turn into a conversation, but that is not a
I think-
conversation right now. And I said, and I quote, I am not saying for 1 second that Arda Güler is comparable to
Good.
Pedri right now.
Thank you. Because he's not.
He's not.
He is not.
He's
man.
not, bro.
This player right here, he transcends football. He might be the best player in the world over Lamine Yamal. For what he brings to the game, for what he brings to his team, the Spanish national team and Barcelona, consistent 8 out of 10s, consistent big impact He consistently has huge impact on every game he plays in. Whenever Barca are in the slumps, who's that guy that to come save them, to come pull them out of those slumps? It's Pedri. Whenever you need somebody to show you a spark of brilliance, to ignite something in the game, in the build-up or in the attacking phase, you look at one man and one man only, and it's Pedri. And I don't think any midfielder in the world comes close to him right now.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I'm not letting you have. I'm not letting you have that.
Do you? Okay.
All right, you're putting words in my mouth.
I'm not putting words. You.
I know you're trying to go for the clip, but you're trying to put
those
words
words
in my
came
mouth
out of your mouth.
I did not say.
No, they came out of your mouth.
I told you what words came out of my mouth, and people can go back. And
Yeah,
see
they can go back 2 episodes and listen to the Arda Güler glaze that you and little.
Was it not warranted?
It was. Yeah, it was warranted. Sure.
Yes.
You're just. You are a big Arda Güler fan.
Yeah, I'm also a big Pedri fan.
Are you?
I am.
Okay.
I've watched his GQ, 10 Things I Can't Live Without. All right, I had to turn on the subtitles, but I watched
Yeah.
that.
What can you live without?
A
What
comb.
a fake fan.
A comb.
A comb.
Yep.
Really? I feel like he doesn't need one.
It's like a PlayStation or something. I don't even know.
Ah. No, I'm clocking you. I'll get you.
What do you mean you'll
I'll get you.
me,
I'll get
bro?
you.
Look, if Arda Güler puts up the actually worthy performances, I'm not saying I'll jump the gun.
He was also on the other side of the pitch, by the way, Arda Güler.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Fully aware of that.
Fully aware, by the way.
If they swap places, I don't know how differently
If they
game
swap
goes.
places, Pedri's brilliance is outlined much more than Arda Güler's brilliance was outlined yesterday in Turkey's team.
Yeah, totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, Arda Güler put up a stinker, I won't lie.
He didn't have many great moments. I think Yildiz was the guy that played relatively well for Turkey.
Relatively. Yeah, in air
Very,
quotations.
very relatively.
You got it. That's a stretch. Okay, now tell me about Italy.
You want me to tell you about Italy?
Well, they've had a good start under Gattuso.
Yeah.
They won. Who did they win against? It was against
Estonia,
Estonia.
if the memory serves me correct.
Yeah, it was number 126 in the world, Estonia. Retegui grabbing 2 goals. Moise Keane with a goal.
I almost forgot Retegui existed
Oh yeah.
since his move
Yeah.
to Al Qadisiyah.
I think the biggest thing in this game was the amount of XG. That's what's standing out to me. The amount of XG that Italy put up against Estonia. And yes, it's Estonia. Yes, we shouldn't take it too seriously. But like, you could have a 5-0 score line that's maybe more flattering than your performance deserves. But you absolutely can't say that about this team. Like the chance creation is there. I didn't watch this game. I won't lie to you.
Yeah, I can't say I have either.
But just looking here at the numbers and the signs, this is given shades of the Italy that won the Euros because of like the actual positive football that I'm seeing.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing that we said when Gattuso came in, not everyone was saying, to be honest, is that he needs to bring an identity to this Italian national team. An identity that had been lost for quite a bit of time since that Euros win. And an identity that seemed like they couldn't find, right? It was very hard to find that identity in that Italian national team post Mancini, post Euros win.
Yep.
And if he can stay on this trajectory, because he's a very big personality. He's a guy that he's not afraid to yell at the best players in the world, at the best players on his team if they play poorly.
And
so
I
if he
feel
can
like the
instill that
players
mentality
will-
into the players, then I think it'll work well.
The players will respect that.
Exactly.
As well,
He's a figure that you respect in the locker room.
because you have to.
Exactly.
Anyways, yep. Shout out to them. Real quick, let's go to Portugal as well, who won 5-0
Talk to me.
against Armenia.
Yep.
You want to talk about a high XG? 6.3.
Wow.
Yeah. I sent this. I don't know if this is TMI, but I sent this over to Raf, our good Armenian friend. I sent him the score line. I said, "Hold that," and
That's crazy, by the way.
I know. I'm just I'm just
Just
messing
beating a
with
dead
him.
horse, isn't it?
I'm just messing with him. But yeah, his response made me a little bit sad. I'm trying to like pull it up here. Where is it? Yeah, he said, "Congrats, you beat up on a country where half the team is fighting on the front lines. Are you proud of yourself now?"
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm
Great
not.
response, I will say.
I said yes.
Julian, brother.
Ronaldo grabbing 2 goals, João Felix grabbing 2 goals. It was João Cancelo with the other. My dad loved to point out that all 5 goals coming from Saudi Pro League players.
What a revolution.
Game is gone. Game is so gone. Solid performance. But again, you can't take much out of it. It is Armenia. They don't have the bright sparks of like a Henrik Mkhitaryan of days gone by. They're ranked number 105 in the world. I think that might be a little bit flattering to them, honestly. And yeah, Ronaldo loves a little brace against an Armenia and Estonia. You know, one of those.
Is he back?
No, he's not back. Let's be real. So I don't know what to take out of this Portugal team. We've looked good in these qualifiers. We've looked good in these friendlies leading up to tournaments. We've looked good with Ronaldo at striker and lead up to these tournaments. And you're like, okay, maybe this could actually work a little bit. And then the actual tournament comes and you're reminded why a 40-year-old shouldn't be starting for a team that wants to win the World Cup.
Is it just the harsh reality, or?
I'm not as much on the train as I was in like 2022,
But that's
2024.
crazy though.
Because like Gonzalo Ramos hasn't like turned into the world
Right.
beater I thought he could turn into.
Yeah.
But I still think, I don't want this to be a hot take, but I do think we are a better team still with Gonzalo Ramos starting for us. I don't think that's crazy to say.
I think there's a lot of emotional attachment in fans when talking about this subject, and people.
I have to be careful with it. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't want to come to the conclusion and come to the realization that Ronaldo actually might be detrimental to this Portuguese team.
There is nobody on planet Earth that wants to see Ronaldo lift the World Cup more than I do. But I'm just saying that if we want to maximize the chances of that, I think in the biggest games he shouldn't be starting.
Yeah, and I don't
And
think
that's not to say he shouldn't be coming off the bench. That's not to say he doesn't have an impact on this team. That's not to say that he's the fact that he's even good enough to be playing internationally at 40 years old is a testament to his longevity and quality as a player on an all-time scale. But should he be starting against the best teams? I don't know. And a brace against Armenia doesn't move the needle for me, obviously.
What about the goal against Spain?
The goal against Spain was good. But you want me to be honest? I think we came out in those games scoring goals almost kind of. This sounds harsh.
Just say it, man. Don't be scared.
I think we won those games despite him in the lineup
Okay.
at times. You know.
You think he was just?
It gave me a little bit of hope of like, okay, he can have an impact on this, but I can't ignore the biggest signals for me was that in the past two big tournaments, we have come up short, and it has been because we have stuck with Ronaldo. Like 90 minutes through every single group stage game in the Euros, including 90 minutes against Georgia, we were already through because he wanted his goal. Like, it cost us. It's politics, and it costs us, and it hurts me. And it's like,
Do you think Portugal can win the World Cup if he's in that team? Starting?
you know what? Like, he could start, but when the going gets tough, I want Gonzalo Ramos to come on in the 60th minute. Or I want Gonzalo Ramos starting and Ronaldo to come on in the 60th minute. You know?
Yeah.
I just want there to be honest rotation. And in this game, Ronaldo did come off in the 58th, but like when the going is important and when the going gets tough, is that going to be the case? I hope it is.
Mhm.
And I don't think this gives us any answers to that, you know?
I also don't think that's a crazy take. I think there are definitely people overreacting. Obviously, with that emotional attachment I was talking about.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take away anything he did for this Portuguese team, of course.
I think there are Ronaldo fans who want Portugal to win the World Cup, but want Ronaldo to win the World Cup more,
Okay,
right?
yeah.
But they also know that if Portugal win the World Cup without Ronaldo having the impact and being at the forefront of the reason they won the World Cup, then that asterisk is going to be there of like, yeah, Ronaldo won the World Cup, but you know, Messi won a gold medal when he was a kid. He didn't have an impact on that trophy as much, you know. He got carried to it, right? They want Ronaldo to win the World Cup more than Portugal, so they want Ronaldo to be the reason they win the World Cup,
Right.
right? So when you're coming at me for that, then like I think your head is in the wrong conversation.
100%.
I think your heart's in it for the wrong
100%.
reason. I want Portugal to win the World Cup, and I want Ronaldo to win the World Cup as a byproduct of that. And I think for that reason, then Gonzalo Ramos should get meaningful minutes when the going gets tough for this Portugal team. Anyways, this game was pretty much perfect. It was 10 out of 10. Our lineup looks scary, and I'm happy with this.
Perfect.
You know, back two of Ruben Diaz and Gonzalo Ignacio.
Ugh.
Love it. Love it.
Ugh.
Cancelo at right back can still do a fucking job. Nuno Mendes at left back, I love it. Vitinha, João Neves, Bruno Fernandes. Box office. And then if you don't want to play them, you have João Paulinho having a good season. You have Pedro Gonçalves always putting up good.
You see,
good
João Paulinho
performances
actually was ranked the best Premier League transfer this season by the Athletic.
Yeah, which is insane. Which is insane.
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, you always have. Ruben Neves, you have as well. On the wing, you have Pedro Neto. You have João Felix. You have Trincão. You have Conceição. Bernardo Silva can play there, like I said. You have Rafael Leão. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
Very deep squad.
I don't know how to feel. I feel hopeful.
There's some good chances of you guys doing well in the next World Cup for sure.
Chances we win it, like percentage.
Percentage, oh brother, 7.
7%.
Yeah. 6 or 7%. 10% around there.
Give me 10%.
Yeah.
15%. All we need is one.
All you need is one.
All we need is one.
Exactly.
Okay. Real quick.
What are we at? Let's speed it up.
Almost an hour.
Okay, let's speed it up.
Okay.
Do Canada and then we're good.
All right. Messi's last game in Argentina.
Ah, yes.
We should say as well.
So sad.
This could be one of Messi's last games in an Argentina shirt, period.
Yeah, and I mean, if it is his last game in an Argentina shirt, what a way to end it off.
Yeah.
What a way to end it off. On home soil, 2 beautiful goals. Vintage Messi, I want to say.
If I'm Messi, I'm seriously considering not going to the World Cup.
Really?
Because he still hasn't committed to it, which tells me that, like, you know, like he's not like fully wanting it. And I don't think he should want it as much because you want it. What else is there to do, right? People's last memory of you in a World Cup is gonna likely be you losing. I don't think you want that.
True.
Right? You won the Copa America after the fact. Again, like, what else does Lionel Messi have to prove in an Argentina shirt?
Yeah, I guess it is a conversation of how do you want to be remembered, right? Because if he does go to the World Cup and lose it, then as you said,
Yeah.
he's gonna be remembered as his last dance was him.
You know, it's
losing.
a Zidane problem.
It is a Zidane problem.
Zidane won a Euros and a World Cup with France, but his biggest ever moment was him coming out of retirement and having the 2006 moment.
He's still the best player in that World Cup, but it's okay.
Of course he was. Of course he was.
Yeah. Don't talk down on my goal like that.
So he says like he's worried about his health. He doesn't know if he could like be up for it, right? He'll have a tough MLS season 2 where he's trying to win that championship as well. You know, it's like it's the health combined with the fact that he doesn't have anything else to prove in an Argentina shirt, where I would not be surprised if he just doesn't play. And I wouldn't blame him for it. On the other hand, Gianni Infantino is like probably on his hands and knees begging this guy to play because FIFA can't have a tournament these days without Lionel Messi, apparently.
Yeah.
So we're going to see what happens, I guess. Shout out to Brazil. They won as well. They beat Chile 3-0.
Yeah, Estevao first goal.
Bicycle kick.
Bicycle kick from about a yard away.
Yep. Just headed in at that point.
Like, what are we doing?
Come on, man.
What are we doing? He's becoming a PR merchant. He is.
Yeah. USA lose to South Korea.
That's things we love to see.
Hold that.
Shout out
Hold
Hyungmin
that.
Son, bro.
Pochettino's under serious pressure.
Yeah, and I'm surprised he isn't sacked by now.
I know. You only have 5 or 6 games until the World Cup. If you want to make a change, you have to make it now. And this is like the moment where this is the most important tournament in the US's history.
I agree.
On home soil, big pressure from the federation to be growing the game. This is a multi-decade project, all leading up to 2026.
Yep.
If you go on a good run, if you make the quarters or maybe a semis, then this game skyrockets in popularity on this continent. if you go out in the group stage and these players don't perform like they have been for the past couple of World Cups, then all of the past work over the past couple of decades is rendered useless.
Yep.
It's kind of crazy when you put it like that.
It is.
And
you got
all,
it.
And it all lies in the hands of a former Tottenham manager.
Yeah, and I was gonna say like you got, but it's also a big name though. Like you signed this big name manager, quote unquote. Obviously, he's not the biggest name in the world, but he's a guy that has a history in Europe, has a history for some of the biggest clubs, right? Tottenham, PSG, right? He's been successful in these teams. So if he can't succeed for the U.S. and the men's national team,
yeah, who do you hire at that point,
bro?
Bill Belichick.
Bring in Steve Kerr.
Yeah, bro. It's Steve Kerr over. Dude, oh my God. Not Ime Udoka. Celtics head coach. What's his name?
Oh, what's his name?
And he's like obsessed with football too.
Yeah.
He's met Pep
He's
a
met
couple
Pep.
of
He's
times.
friends with Pep. I know you're talking about.
Oh my God, what's it? Dude, I'm
I got you. I
should know this.
Joe Mazzulla.
Joe Mazzulla. How could I forget? Get Joe Mazzulla on the case.
Yeah, why not, bro?
Honestly, you just need a guy in there with a couple of tacticians around him that'll rile up the troops and get attention on the squad, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm genuinely worried if I'm the U.S. Because this looks like a problem. Seriously. I know it's like you're a little bit experimental with your lineup. This is a friendly, right? Mm-hmm. Oh, also the fact, like, I don't know if you've seen the videos, but the stadium is like drowned out with South Korean chants.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So many games the U.S. have been playing on home soil, but the away fans have been making it feel like an away game.
That's crazy.
Yep.
Wow.
Same with Canada sometimes.
Yeah.
Like they were saying, we were playing
that's
like
the biggest thing, the fandom,
Ivory
right?
Coast. They were saying the same thing.
Really?
You know, and that's what happens when you have such a diverse country, which is great.
Yeah.
But you know, you're gonna have people with so much passion for other countries all across the thing. Not that they don't care about, you know, their homeland, but yeah. They play Japan tomorrow, I believe, and if they lose if they lose that game, alarm bells ringing.
Yeah, they're losing.
And we are posting this clip immediately.
Okay.
And in other news, Canada beat Romania 3-0.
Good for the boys.
I'm starting to have the same feeling around Canada. I may be jumping the gun, but I'm starting to have the same feeling around Canada that I was starting to have in the lead up to the last World Cup.
Really?
Like borderline delusional hope.
Okay. But this time I think it's more realistic almost.
I think it's more realistic. We're doing the same, like it's almost like every single international window, a new face is showing himself, a new player is coming about, and you're going like, oh wow, like you could have an impact that I did not expect, right? Mm-hmm. Like Ali Ahmed.
Yeah. Like
there are our left winger, like has always been like on the fringes of the team for a couple of years, but against Romania, this guy was spectacular. His pressure and energy, this is the Canadian Amad Diallo I'm watching. Yeah. And that's a compliment to him.
It is. I mean, I think it all comes down to, you have to praise Jesse Marsh for this.
Yes.
He's almost, I don't want to say turned around because there's been work done before him, but he now has instilled in this Canadian national team a mindset that is very good. Very good mindset.
Yeah.
Almost a killer mentality and an identity that this team needs. And it's great to have that right before the World Cup.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then Tajon Buchanan looked good as well. Like he's kind of in a weird spot, like, you know, leaving Inter, like, but doing well with Villarreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird spot he's in his career. Jonathan David grabbed a goal as well. It was a banger. Nico Sigor as well at right back. He's looking really, really good. I don't know how it's going to be with him competing for a spot with Alistair Johnson. Like, I love this, man. And then you saw players out. Obviously, Alphonso Davies is still out. Moises Bombito is still out as well. So when those guys come back, those are like arguably our two best players.
Yeah.
I'm excited for this team. I'm really excited for this team. And it was a good bounce back. I mean, this is why I'm saying I don't want to get ahead of myself, because this is also like, I think July, we lost to Guatemala.
Yeah, I remember that.
The 100th ranked team in the world. So I don't want to get ahead of myself. But that was on a penalty shootout.
Yeah, there was
like, that was
circumstances, red card. you know.
Exactly. So it depends on our group. It depends on, but it depends on other circumstances.
I think
On home soil,
round of 32,
a decent
very,
group,
very
round of
realistic.
32, very realistic for Canada.
I think so too.
I'm excited for
I
it,
could tell.
dude.
I could tell.
I'm really excited. I'm going to be at that game, I'm telling you. Promise David as well. Taiwo Oluwaseyi at striker, Jonathan David. I mean, look at all these strikers we have, man.
It's great to see.
Great to see. Go Canada, man. We stand on guard for thee. Let's move on now to
Let's do it.
the GOATs of every country. So the best, I guess the greatest player of all time for the top national teams in the world. We have 15 here, including the best teams from Europe, 9 of them. And then we have 1, 2, 3 from South America. And then we have 1, 2, 3 from North America. Okay?
Beautiful.
Starting off is Portugal.
This
3, 2, 1, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. This is like this one in Argentina. I think we can just get off the
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Argentina.
Ronaldo and Messi. Yeah.
Yep. There would be arguments. Let's give.
So how about we say if they didn't exist?
If they didn't exist,
Do we have Eusebio and Maradona?
yeah, probably.
If they didn't exist.
Fun fact about Eusebio. My grandpa used to drive Eusebio around to different restaurants
Really?
around Lisbon.
What the hell?
Eusebio had quite the reputation for going to different restaurants, getting free food, and then dipping.
Really?
Yep.
He was just a dine and dash kind of guy?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
I've just earned a lot of respect. He just earned a lot of respect from me. I'm kidding.
No, he was like an icon. What can I say? Didn't win anything with Portugal, obviously, not until 2016. But a pioneer, you could say, of course. Benfica legend as much as he is a Portugal legend. And with Maradona, there's much more of a case against Messi as like Argentina's GOAT. I think he probably was Argentina's GOAT until the World Cup.
Yeah, and I think if you ask a lot of Argentinians,
A lot of them would still
a lot
say
of them would still say Maradona, just for what he's brought for the national team.
with like it's two gods in Argentina. There's Messi and there's Maradona.
Yeah.
You know? And if you say Maradona over Messi, nobody's really criticizing you, really. They may think you're a little old. Nothing wrong with that. I think with Maradona in particular, you had the highs of the World Cups, and I believe the Copa Americas as well. But then you also had the lows of like going to the World Cup high.
Yeah, there was
a couple of
drug issue,
scandals, like
Yeah.
little awkward there. So I think Ronaldo and Messi is very fair.
Mhm.
Let's go to your country now.
Let's do it. Who do you think it is?
I think there's only one name. Well, there's a couple of names, but I think one stands amongst the rest.
And it is
Zinedine.
Zinedine Zidane.
Yours as well?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. You
I
kind of
mean,
alluded to it earlier in the
his-
episode.
Did I?
You did?
Oh, all right.
You
Don't
said
talk
my
down
goat.
my goat.
You said my goat.
Yeah, true. No, I mean, this guy, he's the most loved footballer by any French person ever.
Yeah.
He's for what he's done to this French national team. I don't think people understand what he's done to this French national team. I mean, the French quote unquote revolution in terms of football has his face on it, has his fingerprints on it. The 1998 World Cup win with the two goals in the final against Brazil, and then he wins a Euros on the back of that, right? Has great. He wins a Ballon d'Or in 1998. Let's not forget, or is it 1998? I think it is.
Yep.
So he wins a Ballon d'Or. Then he goes to Madrid, scores probably the most iconic goal in a Champions League final ever.
Yep.
And then the 2006 World Cup, comes out of retirement, absolutely carries France until the final.
Yep.
He has that moment. Even with that moment, even with that headbutt, the Materazzi headbutt, the day after the final, the French national team go to the Champs-Élysées to thank everyone. And as soon as Zidane comes out, he's applauded by everybody there.
Really?
He's applauded by everybody there.
Mm.
He wins World Cup Player of the Tournament, even with that, right? I mean, what a player. Just
Yeah.
elegance personified on the football pitch.
I know.
What a player.
And then immediately afterwards in 2010, you guys just
Yeah, and without him, comes
Yeah.
down. And then when Griezmann comes back up. I was thinking of like my top 5.
Mm.
And it's not Like, it's not evident. It's not crazy. Like, Zidane is first. Then I'd go Platini because
Yeah.
he's also such an influential
Yep.
figure.
Yep.
Then I think I'm Thierry Henry 3.
Yep.
I think Mbappe sneaks in the 4.
Yeah.
But my bias says Griezmann.
It's 4 and 5.
I think Griezmann for me, like people don't understand. Like we owe Griezmann so much.
Was he
as a
player of the
nation.
tournament in 2018?
He was not. It was Luka Modric. I think he was second, but he was player of the tournament in 2016 for the Euros. Like people forget how good he was in that Euros campaign. If he wins either one of the Euros in 2016 or the Champions League with Atletico Madrid, he wins the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
He has he's on that level during that season.
Yep.
We owe Griezmann so much as a country. And for what he did in the World Cup in 2022 as well. I'm a big believer that he was the best player in that French national team in 2022. And I know it's controversial, but if you look at the games and what he brings to this, what he brought to this team in 2022, I don't think it's Mbappe. I think it's Griezmann.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
So Griezmann 4, Mbappe 5. Let's move.
Okay. Next up on the list is England. I'm gonna go to you first. Who
I
is it?
went down the archives here.
Oh, did you? I didn't
I went down the archives. I went Sir Bobby Charlton.
know.
You went Rooney, I imagine.
That's fair. Yeah, I went Wayne
Yeah?
Rooney.
Okay.
Look. Okay, I respect those names. I respect the Bobby Moores. I respect the Bobby Charltons. Obviously,
It was between for me. It was Rooney, Bobby Moore, Bobby Charlton.
I think the level of quality needs to be considered.
But I also look at it.
Plus, Rooney is England's top ever goal scorer. Can't ignore that.
Yeah. I also look at it as like what they mean for the country, what they've done for the national team. Bobby Charlton won England their first ever World Cup. I think scored in the semifinals too. I went down the archives. I'm telling you, scored in the semifinals to send them into the World Cup final. Like he was that guy, dude.
Yeah.
And that's not even mentioning the entire Manchester United legacy that he has. The Busby
course.
Babes. they
Oh,
call them.
okay. Come on. What you know about the Busby
What
Babes?
do you know about the Busby Babes?
Oh,
brother?
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Go on. Yeah, I think if the gap was bigger, then I would have to go with those old guys. But like, I think the gap isn't that big. So I put Rooney just above them because of the modern football quality.
I understand.
You know, but if you go for a Bobby Charlton or Bobby Moore, I can't
Yeah.
disrespect that at all.
Yeah.
Is there a chance that Harry Kane grabs this spot in like 2 years where it's like
I think he needs to
consensus Harry
solidify
Kane?
this with an international trophy.
Yes, they need to win an international trophy, and he
It
needs
needs
to
to
beat
be-
Rooney's record.
Okay. I was gonna say he needs to be a key piece in winning that trophy.
Sure.
Yeah.
But he could beat Rooney's record. I think he
Yeah.
will. Okay. Next up is Germany. I went for the Kaiser.
Dude, what a nickname, by the way.
I know.
Oh my God. Der Kaiser, the Emperor. Like
Yep.
it doesn't get much more aura than that.
It doesn't.
I went for Beckenbauer as well.
Won a World Cup, won a Euros, won another World Cup
Yeah.
as a cherry on top as a manager.
The modern day center back in the 70s.
Yeah.
Like, are we serious? This is a guy that you put him into the game today, and he might just be the best center back in the world.
Wow. Wow. Hey, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Franz Beckenbauer.
What you know about the Franz Beckenbauer comps?
There's no way.
I haven't seen it. No, I've seen a couple highlights.
All right. Franz Beckenbauer. I don't think. I mean, like, who else would you go for? You could say like a Philip Lahm, a Miroslav Klose. You could say Emmanuel Neuer, maybe.
Gerd Muller.
Gerd
Muller's
Muller.
up there.
Yeah.
Manuel Neuer, I think. I didn't put any goalkeepers in here. There's two that like are teetering. It's Manuel Neuer and Gianluigi Buffon for Italy. I think if you had to pick one, I don't mind putting Neuer as the number one German player of all time. Like
Yeah.
it's not a cardinal sin in my opinion.
Not at all.
Like for what he's done in that goalkeeping position, like let's not forget, like he revolutionized the role.
Yeah.
People were inspiring himself off of him.
Sweeper keeper. The
Sweeper
original
keeper.
sweeper keeper.
Yeah.
Yep.
The founder.
The founder of the club. Next up, speaking of Buffon, Italy.
Italy.
I don't have Buffon.
You don't?
I don't know.
No.
But
I
you
went,
could put him.
I went Paolo Maldini.
I also want Paolo Maldini. I think he defines the generation of Italian dominance
Yeah, dude.
in defense.
Yeah. And
You could say Buffon as well because of the longevity.
yeah. There's
I don't even mind
you want
that.
to go deeper? There's Paolo Rossi in
Yep.
I think
Yeah.
he won the '82 World Cup with Italy.
Yep. Baresta.
Baresta.
Yep.
That's a duo. Baresi
It
and
was a
Nesta.
duo. What?
Baresi and Nesta.
Yes.
Baresta.
Yep.
That's it works.
Yeah.
But no, I think for the longevity, everything considered, like Maldini was just that he was just a dog. He was a dog, and it was clean too. He started at left back, and then as he got older, repositioned into the center back position, and he was still so good in that position. He was so good. He was so good, and a symbol of that Italian dominance, as you said. Didn't win any international trophies though.
He didn't?
No, he didn't. He was
thought he was there for 06.
runner up in 2000, and I think also runner up in 2002.
Could you make an argument for Cannavaro?
I don't think so.
Won a Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, I don't think so.
Baggio?
I think Del Piero has much more of a case than Cannavaro does.
Yeah.
Baggio has a case.
Baggio
I didn't
is
even
a
think
case.
of Baggio making my list.
But he also has that stain of
Yeah, but
the World Cup moment.
yeah,
The penalty
no, but
miss.
Baggio has a case. Baggio was a baller.
Yeah.
I think Maldini still tops him. Maybe Baggio might be second, dude.
I didn't know Maldini wasn't there for.
2006.
I thought he was like an old guy by then, but I thought he was
Think
there.
he had retired, either retired or injured.
Damn, dude. So
Yeah.
he didn't win.
He
Damn.
didn't play in that World Cup though.
That makes me reconsider my position, honestly.
Really?
That makes me consider Buffon then.
Wow.
Let's move to Brazil.
Brazil.
I'm curious which direction you went. Actually, I kind of know. If you went Bobby Charlton, you're probably going to go for.
I'm Pele.
Yeah, I also went for Pele.
Yeah. I mean, who else?
Like
Who are the other guys?
some say Neymar.
Something Neymar. I think it's.
Not really.
I see like Romario shouts out there.
R9,
R9. Garincha.
Roberto Carlos.
No, I think it's Pele.
I think it's
I
Pele
think
as
it's
well.
Pele. And like you can talk about the 1950s playing against part-time plumbers, all this. Like sure,
I think the gap is so big that you can't
but
even have
we've
that
never
conversation.
seen a player win 3 World Cups since.
Yeah. Before, and you know
And
what,
he
that
did it as a
plumber
teenager
talk,
too.
that plumber talk was never there before Ronaldo and Messi.
Yeah.
Before his GOAT status began to be questioned.
Like you ask anyone, actually, I don't think you can anymore. But you ask people that
No,
watch
it was
Pele.
like it was like the 70s, bro. It wasn't
Oh,
even
was
the
it?
50s. Yeah,
Okay.
it was like the 70s.
Like I'm sure they're full of praise.
Like
for
he
Pele.
played. I think one of his World Cup wins was in color.
Okay. Nice.
That's the standard.
Shout out RGB, bro.
Yeah, I'm more of a CYMK. Kind of
Okay,
guy,
wow.
but all right,
Wow.
go on.
We're getting nerdy in here. Are we going next?
Yeah, it's Pele. He's called the king for a reason. His fucking Puma deal is still going to this day. You know?
Really?
Yes, Puma Kings. You can still buy them, and they still have the Pele logo on them.
Oh,
Still good.
really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh no, not Argentina. Spain.
Spain. This one's interesting.
Yeah. Who do you have?
Iniesta.
I have Iniesta
Ah,
too.
fuck, dude.
Fuck, man.
I want to have
Come
something
on.
different than you.
I want to have an argument.
No,
with you.
it's Iniesta, and I think it's. I don't want to say it's by far Iniesta, but there's a substantial gap.
I think you look at Spain before that generation of
Mhm.
football, and then you look at Iniesta kind of embodying Spain's golden generation, and you kind of look at the building blocks that set leading up to this current generation right now.
He's the centerpiece, the main controller of the best ever national team dynasty that we've ever seen.
And he has Spain's best World Cup moment,
Yeah.
just international moment of all time, scoring the winner
yeah.
against the Netherlands as well.
Wins the World Cup for Spain. I think he's man of the match in the final against Italy as well.
Yeah.
I think he's also player of the tournament at that tournament, or
yeah.
player of the tournament in the
He
World
is.
Cup. One of the
Yeah,
two.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, his legacy is insane. One of my favorite players of all time too.
Who else would you say for them?
Xavi is up there.
Xavi, you would say?
Casillas maybe.
Oh, Iker Casillas, maybe. Kind of stayed in 2014. Okay.
Yeah.
And who else would be there, dude? I don't even know. Maybe Yamal one day.
Perhaps if he keeps
If
this
they
going,
win the World Cup, bro, he might
if
be
he
their
keep-
best ever player by
if he,
20.
If he keeps, yeah, fuck. If he keeps this going, man, fuck. Dude, like it's 4 or 5 Ballon d'Ors within the next decade for that guy.
You said the same thing for Mbappe, to be fair.
Yeah. I think Yamali just needs to clean up his finishing, and he'll be one of the best players.
You see the solo goal he almost scored?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, imagine he had even better finishing on top of that.
Let's go to the Netherlands now. This is an interesting one.
Is it?
I think it's between two names.
Okay.
I went for Johan Cruyff,
So did I.
but I think you could also say Ruud Gullit
Okay.
because he captained the team that actually ended up winning something.
Okay. I
in
put
the
Johan
Euros.
Cruyff as well.
Yeah, I looked at Johan Cruyff didn't even play 50 games for the Netherlands,
Yeah. But
I think that was sign of the times.
I actually have a crazy fact written down here.
Go on.
Is that before Johan Cruyff came into the Dutch national team, before he burst onto the scene, the Dutch national team hadn't qualified for a major tournament since 1938.
Jeez,
They finished runners-up in the World Cup that he joined the Dutch national team in.
Jesus,
Insane. I think it was in 78.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fair play, dude. Yeah, didn't win anything. I think just a pioneer for modern football.
Pioneer for modern football as a coach as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Could you drop Johan Cruyff in football right now?
I don't know. It's a very odd profile of player. Like a tall guy that sure has great skill moves, but is he
For his day, it was great skill.
first day it was great skill moves,
You know.
exactly. But in today's game, would he be as agile as some of these players need to be?
Yeah.
to
The
evade some
Cruyff turn
defenders.
was like a generational skill back then. I don't.
The Cruyff turn, like I think I might be able to perform a Cruyff turn at the speed he was doing it with my car, dude. Like, a U-turn takes the entire time a Cruyff turn used to take. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, I think he'd be probably worse.
Yeah. Well, he'd definitely be worse. But could he hack it at Bayer Leverkusen?
Okay, I mean maybe.
You drop him into Brentford. Does Brentford get relegated?
Save them from relegation.
If Bobby Charlton. Okay. All right. Shout out Johan Cruyff. Next up is Uruguay.
I have Luis Suarez.
Oh, thank you for going Luis Suarez. I thought you were going to go way back.
Yeah, I saw
1930.
that guy's name. What was it?
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, I went Luis Suarez.
Okay, good. I went Luis Suarez as well.
But
Their
there's a
top
lot-
ever goal scorer.
There's a lot of moments like that kind of hinder his legacy. Like
Does the Ghana handball
Exactly.
hinder his legacy?
Ghana handball, the biting.
Does it hinder his legacy?
Actually, it might make it
Because
better.
they went
It might
through.
make it better.
They went through.
Ah, true. He did put himself
It's
on the
more
line
the
for his
bite.
country,
It's more the
It's more the
bite
bite,
on
for sure.
Chiellini.
for sure. Well, a generational striker. What
Just
a
a
player.
killer.
What a player.
A modern success, popped up in big moments for them, was clutch, carried them to the Copa America in 2011, I remember, barely. And then just beyond that, just unreal striker.
Yeah.
Man, I miss Luis Suarez.
Does
in
Diego
this game,
Forlan get a sneaky shout?
Diego Forlan gets a shout too.
Yeah.
You're having that modern.
It's definitely
modern players.
a passing of the torch when Suarez went to the
What about
Uruguayan.
Recoba?
Dude, Recoba. Don't get me started on Recoba.
He was Uruguayan, right?
Yeah, he was Uruguayan. yeah.
Okay.
Dude.
Where did he play?
He was an attacking midfielder.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to think of other high profile Uruguayans.
But nowhere near. Like
Nowhere near.
he was just
those two.
a very a very good talent.
Mm.
Yeah.
Facundo Palestri. What's up there?
Dude.
All right, we move.
De Arrascaeta?
We move to Belgium. I think another kind of easy answer here.
Really? I was debating too.
Really?
I was debating
was the two you're
De Bruyne
debating?
and Hazard. And I might have spent a little too long on
I
this.
say more De Bruyne.
I think at
say
the
more
end
De Bruyne.
it's De Bruyne.
Yeah,
yeah.
De Bruyne has
But let's not
longevity.
forget what Hazard's done
In 2018.
in
that man was
2018.
on-
Man. Like he might be
he's
the
on
best player
something.
in that tournament.
Yeah, it's arguable.
Actually, you asked me who was if Griezmann was. I told you he was second. I think Hazard was second. Now that
Okay.
I remember, I think Griezmann might have been third.
Does Courtois get in that conversation
could.
as well?
He could probably dude Courtois, man. Like, I don't see enough people talking about him as one of the all-time great goalkeepers,
Mm,
and I think he's in that conversation.
really?
Yeah. I mean, what more does he need to prove?
You're probably right. But I just don't think people give him the plaudits that he deserves until he'll be gone.
Exactly. That's the thing. I think people will actually start to realize how damn good he was
I think
he
once
retires.
once he leaves Real Madrid and we have that picture of like all the trophies he's won,
Yeah.
and I'm like, damn, this
Yeah.
guy.
Insane.
Like
And then his
2022, his
Chelsea stint
performance.
before.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like,
2022, his performance against Liverpool.
yes.
He's won Premier Leagues, he's won La Ligas,
Dude,
Champions Leagues.
what more do you want?
The injury record is like a little
Yeah, but
miss sometimes, but
no, outstanding goalkeeper.
outstanding goalkeeper. One of the best of our time. You have Neuer, you have Courtois, you have De Gea,
Buffon.
Buffon a little bit before that, but like kind of like
no,
in
we'll include
there
him.
at the same
Let's
time.
include him.
And then who else? Is there anyone else in that conversation really of like elite goalkeepers of the
Petr Cech.
age? Petr Cech, perhaps Allison.
Yeah.
A little later, Ederson a little later. Not this guy.
Not that guy.
Emi Martinez.
Come on. Maybe for national team, but
Yeah. No, I don't. No, I can't dare put Emi
but
Martinez
De
in
Bruyne,
that conversation.
De Bruyne, best Belgian player of all time.
I have De Bruyne best Belgian player of all time. I think you look at the amount of moments he had
I was just about
from
to say,
like 2014
it's the moments.
to 2024, and it's like the amount of times this guy popped up and
Yeah.
longevity that he had was
Yeah, it's
ridiculous.
the moments. The
Ridiculous.
biggest one for me is that goal against Brazil in the 2018 World Cup to send them
Yep.
to the semifinals.
Yeah.
Like that's
Yeah. Oh, is Vincent Kompany in this conversation?
maybe.
I forgot Vincent.
I don't know if he's had as much of an impact for Belgium as like a Jan Vertonghen. Like I don't think he was that impactful for Belgium because
Bro, Kompany,
was-
Jan Vertonghen, Toby,
Alderweireld, bro, that's a fucking
Damn,
That's a
dude.
that's a
Damn.
center back trio there.
And then you had fullbacks of like Meunier, Thorgan Hazard played there for a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah.
Oh my God, who was their left back?
Who
Did
was
they
their
have
left back?
somebody there? Oh, this is gonna bother me.
I'll search it up. Don't worry.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of names for Belgium. Now Belgium looks very, very different. I think you could almost make the argument that De Bruyne is still their best player all these years later. They're kind of like dropping off a little bit. They had Lukaku there in their golden age. I mean, they've had their golden age, and then that's about it. Now they're kind of like receding again. But I think Kevin De Bruyne was the embodiment of that golden age, kind of alongside Hazard, along Kompany, along Courtois, along
Yeah.
along Lukaku as well, along Vertonghen as well. And I'm saying all these names and wondering how the hell did these guys win something?
I know. It's
Crazy.
crazy. It's insane. But they have a sneaky good team coming up again.
Openda. Who else?
Like they have a lot of youngsters. Like Malik Fofana I was talking about for
Doku.
Lyon.
Yeah.
Like they have a lot of young players that can develop into something good.
I have to look it up now because I'm curious.
It's a Vermaelen.
Vermaelen, they were playing like
Vermaelen was who they were
Oh,
playing.
that's-
They were
that's
playing a
cool.
back four. Alderweireld, Vermaelen, Kompany, Vertonghen.
Oh, the Bass they have coming through the ranks as
Yes,
well.
the Bass.
The
Maxim
is
de
very
Kuyper
good
as well.
Yeah, Maxim de Kuyper.
I'm telling you.
Okay.
Little Matt Sells in there as well.
Mhm.
How old is that guy now?
Okay. Next up, we have Croatia, which is very straightforward.
Very straightforward. It's Luka.
It's Luka Modric.
Luka Modric.
I
One of the best
think
midfielders of all time.
shout out to Davy Suker, but there's no conversation here.
Shout out Suker.
Is it Davy Suker or is it
Davor.
Davor
I
Suker?
think it's Davor.
I apologize. I apologize.
Yeah, he'll be real mad at that.
Sorry, man. But yeah, it's Luka Modric. It's undoubtedly Luka Modric.
Yep.
I don't think there's any conversation really to have there. Again, you want to talk about golden ages? Look at Croatia. Every single tournament, you're like, oh, I think this is the year they kind of recede, and then
No, they don't.
yeah.
They don't.
Okay. One of those tournaments was 2022 when they shared a group with Canada. PTSD from that tournament. But let's go to Canada now. I think there is also one name.
You think so?
Yeah. Well, there's
Because
honorable mentions.
I put this guy in, and I was debating whether he's already there.
Okay.
I put Alphonso Davies.
I also put Alphonso
Okay, good.
Davies.
I'm glad we're on the
Yeah,
same
that's
page.
what I meant by one guy.
Okay.
A big. I thought you were about to pull out a Dwayne D'Urzerio there. I was like, "There's
No,
no way." Shout out Dwayne D'Urzerio, an icon of mine growing up. But I mean, like, look at this recent success and look at the man that's like at the center of it all. It's
He's like-
Alphonso Davies. He is by far like not only the most talented Canadian that has ever like come from this country, but also just the moments that he's had bringing us to the World Cup,
Yeah.
just beyond anything.
He's at the face of of like a revolution in terms of football in Canada, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like his move to Bayern and his immediate success for Bayern in that 2020 UCL campaign did so many good things for the country.
Yeah.
So many good things for the country. It brought so many people together. And then he's scores the first goal for Canada in the world in their history of the World Cup. Like he's at the face of every pioneering moment in Canada's footballing history.
That's right.
So
Shout out to Atiba Hutchinson as well.
yeah.
So like those old guys like obviously deserve their respect, but like at their peak, we were losing 8-1 to Honduras. Like that. Those are not good times
Exactly.
in Canadian football.
Exactly.
As talented as they were in the MLS and in their age, like this new generation of players is just beyond anything we would have expected 10, 15 years ago, and they deserve the credence for that. So shout out Alphonso Davies. I think in a couple of years, it'll literally just be the current Canada, like best players,
Yeah.
like making up 8 of the top 10.
Yeah.
Like, speaking of old guys, I don't mean to offend by keep saying that, but United States.
You went for an old guy, huh?
I went Landon Donovan.
I did too. Can we like have something different in here?
Fuck, man.
Okay, I'll go Clinton Dempsey then.
Clinton Dempsey's definitely the most talented
Yeah.
American player, at least of that age. But I think you ask any U.S. men's national team fan of that time, and they will tell you for the U.S., it was always Landon doing the best for that
true.
team.
That is true. There's also moments with Landon Donovan where he's done a lot of great things for the U.S. men's national team. I think in 2010 he scores a goal against Algeria that sends them into the knockout stages. I think in the last minute, something like that. So it's a lot of moments that bring people together that transform the way that we see the U.S. as a footballing country almost.
Is Christian Pulisic ever going to see
I
this
was debating
title?
him.
Already?
I was debating him, yeah.
What does he need to do?
I think in
to
terms
get
of
it?
talent, it doesn't get much better. I think he could probably be. I think he might be the most talented one so far.
Yep.
He has a Champions League.
Mm-hmm.
Like he needs a couple of good seasons. Like he just needs to do well with the national team.
Yes.
He needs
They
to
need
bring
a good
them.
run here.
He needs to bring them to that extra step,
Yeah,
to that
they need a
extra
good
level.
run.
Exactly.
Man, I remember. Was it Copa America that the U.S. was in? This was 2024 or 2023.
Okay.
No, 2024.
The last one.
2024. 2024.
Yeah.
Like I remember like hate watching them
Yeah.
because of my bias,
course.
but like I will actually, for the like prosperity of soccer in this continent, I will genuinely be cheering for them
Yeah.
at the World Cup.
Okay.
Which sounds weird to say.
Hey, why not?
Kevin Sullivan, maybe in 10 years, we're having that talk. He'll be
He'll be
26, 25 by then.
Insane.
Yeah. And Mexico, last but not least.
Hugo Sanchez.
Dude. Who else is there, bro?
Rafa Marquez.
Eh.
Is that his name?
I think that's his
The
name.
center
yes.
back from
Yep.
for Barcelona.
No. I wrote easily their most talented ever player. Led them to their joint best World Cup run in '86. First ever Mexican superstar to rival Europe's elite. He was great for Real Madrid back in the '80s.
Yeah.
I hear. For those
I think
of
he won
us who remember.
five La Ligas in a row, something like that. He won a
Yep.
Champions League.
Yeah.
Yeah. Chicharito maybe could be in there.
Yeah.
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 In terms of talent, also.
Like modern Mexican football, it's him. It's Giovanni Dos Santos.
Yeah. Carlos Vela.
Oh,
Like that's
I forgot
he's
about Carlos.
talented. Like in terms of talent,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
up there.
yeah.
He's a talented footballer.
Ooh. Yeah, definitely having those talks. Oh, Herrera as well. You're talking about
Oh yeah.
the midfielder. Yeah, he's had like a crazy amount of appearances for them.
Mm-hmm. I think they have a guy, an up and coming guy. He's like 17 years old. He's like a midfielder.
We need a good Mexican youngster, bro.
Yes.
We've been missing those.
I think let me pull up his name for you.
Okay. Like I think the world, like the football world, is at its best when Mexico is doing well.
Gilberto Mora, 16 years old.
Remember
And
the
I've
name.
I've heard big praises from him.
Remember the name.
For him.
Remember the
Yeah.
name, man. Okay. Love it. And
Does that do it?
Well, that'll do it.
There you go.
That'll do
Long
it, man.
pod.
All right. Yeah, very long pod. But I enjoyed it nonetheless.
It was great.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will be back to our normal coverage next week, hopefully with a 4-man. Maybe we'll record on like a little Sunday night if we have to, but with school back, obviously it's a little tougher. But we're persevering.
Of course.
Just like Antoine was today through the cold.
Okay.
I really appreciate that, dude.
Of course, dude.
You feeling okay?
I'm good.
Do you have any classes today?
No, thank God.
All right, go home and chill a little bit.
I'll
before you
edit. I'll edit.
Love it, man. All right, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the 6 Yard Box Podcast. If you are listening on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, hit that little notification bell so you don't miss any future rankings that we do. If you are listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, give us a little 5-star rating and let us know who is the GOAT of your country. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you all back here next week.
We out!
Goodbye.